People who fall asleep instantly, how? You just gotta lay like this and exhaustion. I keep my phone aside and close my eyes and think of unrealistic life situations and I doze off immediately. I have always been a pretty good sleeper anyway and most nights I don't have any issues sleeping. But I have discovered in recent years that on nights when I am having trouble, I can actually force myself to sleep by basically scrambling my thoughts. It's really hard to explain, but rather than thinking hard about one subject, if you just force your brain to jump from subject to subject quickly, the trick I use is using an image generated from one thought to generate a new unrelated one as fast as I can. It essentially forces my consciousness into shutdown and I go to sleep. As I said, it's a really tough thing to explain, but it works for me. Easy. I just try to stay awake and fail. No TV in the bedroom. Put phones on the charger and leave them there. Only use the bed for sleeping and sex. If you're not freaking, you're sleeping. Easy. Chloroform might help. I work 12 hours a day and I don't use my phone/laptop 1 hour before going to bed. Listen to sauce counting prime numbers for 3 hours. I have a routine. I follow it. Routine. The more I do during the day, the quicker I sleep, and I don't sit on my phone in bed. My napping puppy also helps me feel sleepy. Podcasts. After a week or two of listening to them at bed, I'm lucky to get 15 minutes in. My brain shuts down. Close your eye. Look out into the darkness. Eventually you'll start seeing shapes, echoes of your thoughts. Now use your imagination to make it feel like you're falling or flying through a tunnel. Just be aware of the tunnel sliding by. Don't think of anything, not the tunnel, not the flying, nothing. Next thing you'll be asleep. Works every time. I hit myself in the head with a bat. ORNING run or bike. JOBCALISTHENICS in the afternoon or evening, or gym maybe. Basically you have no other option but to sleep. Fill your day with activities that will roll you like a burrito. You'll be so wasted you'll sleep like a log. That's my schedule at least. Don't smoke/drink coffee/use your phone just before going to sleep. Caffeine and nicotine are stimulants and will keep you awake for longer, and phones give off a blue light that'll make your brain think it's daytime. Reserve your bed only for sleeping, do your work etc. somewhere else. That way you'll start associating going to bed with sleeping. Before going to bed, read a book or do some simple chores. Those will help you relax and unwind. Remember to also put your phone away like an hour or so before going to sleep. Also put it somewhere you won't be able to see it so it won't distract you. But the most important thing is to not try to force yourself to fall asleep. A couple of missed hours of sleep won't affect you much, if at all. Don't look at the clock either because it'll make you stress, but also because you'll be able to trick your brain into thinking that you slept enough if you don't know how much you actually slept. And if everything else fails and you're lying in bed staring at the ceiling for hours, go do something else for a moment. Keep reading that book for a moment or get a glass of water. You'll be able to distract yourself and your body for a moment, and try again. And as many have already said, make yourself a bedtime routine, which you follow every time you go to sleep. Your brain will start associating that routine with you going to sleep. Fap. /close. Beer, lots of beer. Use your thoughts wisely once you lay down. Dreams aren't meant to mirror reality and dwelling on your day won't change anything. Think about the things so far-fetched but which entertain your mind. Never been to a cabin in the woods and swung from a rope swing into the lake? Imagine it in the detail. Get lost in the beauty your mind can project. From chills sweeping your skin on the first dive to the rippling waters when you emerge. If nature isn't your style, imagine a completely different way of life. Shopping, gourmet meals, ski trips. They say the devil is in the details. I guess I sold my soul for the comfort of rest. Edit, typo. Stay off Reddit. Mental exhaustion from severe depression. I can sleep anytime, anywhere. I'm gifted. I put my arm around my head, it creates a safe space and it feels like everything else is blocked out. I just read a couple of pages of a book. If I don't have that option, then I'll just inject a bunch of elephant tranquilizer. Read a boring book, textbook or anything that you don't enjoy while in bed and you will eventually fall asleep. You relax. I put on a TV show. I generally can fall asleep within 1 minute of going to bed. I wake up early, 5 a.m., and exercise. I don't. A good bed, quality pillows, and nice sheets. I used to take forever to fall asleep, but once I got a good bed with some supportive pillows and breathable sheets, I zonk out pretty quick. Man, every time I walk into my 8:15 calculus class something just comes over me.